Hi guys, it's Coach Anthony here with another one. Yes, we're back up in the chess dojo. We are gonna have a few battles, a few chess battles. We're gonna get it on. Okay, hopefully this time, for those of you I promised to try and do some of the exam techniques, hopefully we can get that going today. Now, in order to do that, I've actually signed out of my normal account and have gone anonymous because I think there's more chance of it. Those of you wondering what the exam is, that means I haven't played it against you yet, but this is definitely something, you know, where you pose your opponent some tricky questions, and if they get it wrong, they could fall for some rather despicable tricks. Okay, yes. Anyway, enough talk, more action. Let's get into it. Let's look for a new opponent. Which again, we're still playing 3 minutes and 2 seconds increments. So every time you move, you get 2 seconds back. All right, maybe we might get the exam. I need them to play this. Oh, they didn't play it. They played Zifranche. Well, you know from previous videos, maybe we may have a trick or two. Let's see what happens. Are they going to take us? Would they take us? In that game before, they took us and the knight came out. Oh no. They're such a spoil sport. So they want my minion, huh? So you want the minion? No, you will not have my minion. Okay. Alright, well, I guess that's not going to happen. Alright, well, let's see what we got today. What kind of tricky setups we've got. Are there any tricks we can play? We love tricks! Okay, my opponent's taking a bit long to make a move. Okay. Well, in the meantime, what are we thinking about? Well, can we get the pieces developed? Possibly. Can we get our king safe? Let's see what they're trying to do. Maybe they want to come round. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but let me get my pieces developed. My bishop, I think, belongs on this line here. Oh, that knight might want to jump in here. Maybe that's the idea. Interesting. Now I think I want to keep an eye on this knight here and then try and swing this knight over there. Make sure this knight can't get in. And at the same time, get ready to get my king safe. I don't mind that at all. Right. Well, let's get the king safe. And they possibly want to put their bishop here. Obviously, they're trying to open some doors to let their pieces come to the party. All right, so opponent understands these things. Wow, that's a bit strange. Well, if they're going to give me an opportunity to open the door to their king, guess what? I'm going to do it. So whenever somebody leaves the king in the middle of the board, you definitely want to get a rook opposite it. Yeah, you see that king's in the middle of the board. Definitely want to get a rook opposite. And then you'd like to open the door. So when I capture, if they take me back, you see the door opens up. And guess what pieces come in? Yeah, time to set up some nice trickies. But they've blocked it like this. Interesting. But what else can we do here? Well, okay, so they blocked it. That's not gonna happen. Right, but let's get my pieces together. Alright, let's get the knights over this side, because if they castle this side, get their king safe, I want all my pieces over this way. Alright, well, you want to take my horsey. Well, how about I take your horsey? How about that? How about that? Horsey for horsey. Except if you take mine, I get a chickity check and I get this rook. Deal or no deal is the question. Oh, you went and put your queen in the way. Now, here's the rule, guys. Oh no, it's not gonna work completely yet. What I was gonna say, I saw a way to attack this knight again and win it, but this knight is in the way. So let me try and see if I could tempt them into swapping this knight out the way. Oh, what am I doing? Why didn't I just increase the pressure this way? Okay, I think I can still do it. Increase the pressure by putting the queen over here. That's what I should have done. Ah, curses! Ah, but now I get to do it. And now, how are you going to save your horsey? How? How? But they've still got a few tricks here. I mean, it's tricky if they do take my knight, because I can take their horse, then their queen comes down here threatening checkmate. Then my bishop will have to move back to block. It is a little tricky. It is a little tricky. Okay, let's see what they're going to do. So this is the harder part of chess, trying to find the right answers. So we will take that horse. And since they didn't take... Oh, no, they're after my bishop. But what can I do here? Oh, they can have my bishop, because I can take their bishop. But then they'll destroy my structure. Maybe I shouldn't allow them. No, I shouldn't allow them. I need the bishop for my defense, because if they try and break in here, which is what they're going to do, I don't mind. See, because now I can take this. And we're well on the way to victory now. No problem. Just got to bring my queen back to defend. And definitely my bishop needs to come back. Yep. Oh no, my bishop doesn't need to come back. What I need to do is take the rook and then bring my rook back to defend like this. They must really give me a few checks. Well, the rook is to cover the checks. And now, yeah, this should be no problem. Now we cover the checks, so they can't harass my king no more. And then, unfortunately, it's just too much. And now we just need to target this minion. Target the minion here so that my bishop can capture it. That would be great. And once that's happened, then, yeah, it's too much. So how do you win when you're 1, 2, 3 power pieces, 4 power pieces ahead? Well, one of the ways is just to simply keep trading. Another thing to do is keep targeting the weaknesses. So, for example, this bishop is looking really good on this diagonal. They want to push me out of the way. What could I do here? I mean, that's what they want to do, push me out of the way. They're trying anything they've got, which I don't believe will work. So let me bring my queen round like this. Why do I want to bring my queen round? Because I do want to trade. I definitely do want to trade. So I want to trade. But anyway, 16 seconds. It's not really, and we get 2 seconds back. So it's not really a problem. Now, this bishop here really protects me along this diagonal. So I'm feeling good. I think I'll bring the other rook out. And then I bring the queen out. And then we can start to... Then I'll drop the bishop back. Oh, I think we can drop the bishop back here. So it's no longer a threat. And now the king and rook is on the same... Queen and rook's on the same line. We can now take this. We can maybe now do this. And we can bring the other rook up. And we can get them out of the way. I mean, they are trying their hardest, but I think a checkmate will be landing shortly. Like this. And now we're threatening checkmate. Get the rook in the way. Now we'll take that. And now we've got them to trade, and it's a free queen as well. So they timed out. Why was it a free queen? Well, they couldn't actually take me with the mignon because this bishop was looking. So, I mean, my opponent really tried. The great thing is they never gave up. They kept trying, but unfortunately, after they fell for a few interesting tricks. So let's just see if we can quickly examine some of those tricks so that maybe you might get those in your game. Let's have a quick look. Where was it? Yeah. The first thing the first trick, yes. So this is what we call as an absolute pin. This knight cannot move, because if it did, the bishop would get the king. So this knight is stuck. Okay. Now, whenever that happens, and now they've put their queen in the way, so that means if they move the knight now, I get their queen. So whenever this happens, you try to target the piece that's stuck. So I missed this move in the game, which would have put more pressure on it. That's the move I should have played instantly. But what I was thinking in the game was trying to get this knight here to put more pressure on these two. Yeah, from there. But then I realized that this knight was going to stop me. But I missed this move, which was way better. So I tried to get rid of this knight and then noticed the move. So I got rid of it, then noticed the move, which allowed me to win that horse, because they couldn't move it. If they moved it, I'd just take the queen. So yeah. And then from there, they made a mistake again. Hanging piece, left their bishop unprotected. So this is one of those themes that's really important, guys. If you see hanging pieces, you have to scan the board at all times looking for those hanging pieces. So here you see, we can get that, grab that bishop, and now we just had too many power pieces. And then mistake after mistake after mistake, it does happen. Put their rook on a bad square. So mistake after mistake, and then at the end of it all, they only had a queen and a rook versus 2 rooks, a queen and a bishop, which just became too much. Although they did try to harass my king as much as possible, but eventually it did not pay off. And what was really interesting was that how it was won by a pin. And let me just get to that move. Where were we? Yes, here. Typical type of move. Bishops, pinning pawns. And one of the things about a pin, guys, is that the pin piece, not only can it not move, but anything it says that it protects, or any squares that it's supposed to protect, it doesn't really. So this pawn or minion is supposed to protect the queen, but it doesn't because of the pin. So that means I can just take it for free. Okay, let me see if we get another opportunity to maybe do the exam. Let's see what happens this time round. Okay, it's not going to happen. We've got black this time round. So here we go. Looks like we're going to have a Sicilian defense. And you know from a few videos how we may like to play this. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what's happening with the center of the board. Chickadee check. All right, let me block. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to move the pawn forward instead. Ooh. Really interesting. I think I can move my queen this way. I think. I hope. They might try to put their bishop here. This may happen. Oh no, they're not. Oh, they tried to checkmate me instead. That's very cheeky. But actually, it's not a checkmate because my queen protects. But any which way, let's get my pieces out before they get stuck. So let's keep getting the pieces out. Right, so now they want to come in here by killing me. They want to kill me. That is what they want. And here as well. Oh, this is not really actually looking too great. I think I messed this up. It's not looking good at all. Right, I really need to get my king safe. I need to get my, that's more important. Way more important. Okay, so they might try and win a pawn here by killing my knight. Yep, there they go. Queen takes the pawn, but then I'll kill their knight in return. And then at least I can get my king safe. So yeah, I kind of messed up because I've lost a pawn. Actually, maybe 2 pawns. Yeah, I've lost a lot. Not kind of messed up. I've seriously messed up. But their king is not castled. That's my only saving grace. So are they going to kill me? Yes, I thought they would. But now your king is not safe. Chickadee. Right. Okay. More chickadees. The dangers of not getting your king safe. More chickadees. I need to get my pieces out as fast as possible to create as much problems as possible. So let them have another minion. So they're winning by 1 minion. Maybe we let them have another minion, just to get all my pieces out as fast as possible. Yes. We give them another minion. Have it. Now, what do we say, guys, from the previous video? Now we see that this knight is pinned because it can't move anywhere, because the rook would definitely get the king. So I want to put more pressure on this knight. So I'm already looking at moves like this. Here. Trying to put more pressure on that knight, definitely, because it's there to be won. So yes, my opponent's winning by 1 pawn, but the problem is their king, they haven't got it safe. That's why they're now trying to block, and they didn't take the minion, because now they're realizing what horrible pressure we have. So I did say we're going to try and keep the pressure like this. Now they most probably have to move their king to either side to get out of the pin. One thing is they can't move it this way at the moment because they'll just walk into another pin. Ah, right. And yes, we've got them now. Now by their last move, they've now put their king and their queen on the same line. And we see this is on a white diagonal. So what we now see is if we put the bishop here, well, either give us your queen or block. But if you block, we take you anyway. You can't take us back with the horsey, because what did we say? Anything that, when a horse is pinned, any square it's supposed to protect, it doesn't. So that square it doesn't really protect. So let's play this out. Bishop here. Now he realizes, wow, my queen can't move it because of the pin. So he's going to block. And here's the killer move. I take it anyway. And if you take me back with your queen, then I checkmate you. If you don't take me, I take your queen. So here comes the resignation. The dawn of the horrible tricks. Here it is. The resignation once again. Coach Anthony strikes once again. But you know, guys, that was a really informative game. You know, if you really start noticing these pins and how to put pressure on them, these are the ways that you can start to bamboozle your opponents, get into their brains, and then basically they don't see what's coming next. So as you saw, my opponent, if they took the queen, I would checkmate them. If they don't take me, they can't run away because the king is behind the queen. That's why one of the rules that's really important, guys, is try to keep your king safe. If your king is safe, then there's less chances of somebody playing these horrible tricks. They are horrible, you know, but I love them. I love my bag of tricks. Okay, guys, hope you got something from this and hope you're able to use this in your games. I look forward to seeing some of those pins, some of those horrible tricks. I really look forward to it. See you guys on the next one.